And thanks to you at home for joining us for the next hour. We do actually have some breaking news right now about the search for the three suspects in the Paris massacre today. NBC News' Pete Williams says he is hearing from French authorities now that the youngest suspect of the three suspects has surrendered to French authorities. Agence France-Presse, AFP, which is the French wire service, is also reporting this. This is breaking news. We're just getting word of this right now. We're going to go now to NBC News Justice correspondent Pete Williams to figure out about what's going on with this latest information. Pete, what do we know?
Okay, well, that is a fraught question, it turns out, because this has been a day of rapidly changing information. I'll give you a case in point. Were there two gunmen in this or three people involved? That has been a question all day long that's been hard to get a good answer on. The French authorities said that there were three suspects. Two of them were brothers, one age 34, the other age 32. The other, they said, was an 18-year-old. But they never confirmed any names. And indeed, I don't think any news organization, well, maybe some, but we haven't reported any names. And now they say tonight that the 18-year-old has turned himself in. That's thing one. Unclear still at this point what role, if any, the 18-year-old played in this. The second thing, Rachel, is that French authorities have now put out a wanted poster with the photographs and the names of the two older suspects in this, and they're now asking for public help in finding them. They say they are at large. Now, earlier today, about less than 3 hours ago, two U.S. counterterrorism authorities told NBC News that a different account, that one of the suspects had been detained and two of the suspects had been killed. Now the counterterrorism officials tell us tonight that the information that was the basis of that report cannot be confirmed. So this is just been a day like this all day long. Not unusual in one of these rapidly unfolding events. But the best information we have tonight is that two are still on the loose, that French authorities are asking for help in finding them, and that the younger person, which the French authorities had called a suspect, has turned himself in and is now talking to police.
Pete, do we know if there is a physical locus for this information? Meaning, do we know where this 18-year-old has reportedly turned himself into police? Do we know if they had tracked him to somewhere or if he voluntarily came forward? I ask, obviously, because that might attend to the question of whether or not he was, in fact, involved as a co-conspirator or indeed as an attacker.
Right. Fair question, and I just don't know the answer.
Okay. Pete, in terms of the further information and further prospects for information tonight, is there anything that we should be watching for in terms of an official statement from the French government or the French police or anything else to look like from that?
Well, yes, there is this official statement, this poster that they've put out with the photographs and the names of the two and the request for public help in finding them. These two are at large. This is something, there you go, that's what it looks like. This is a technique that many police in many nations have used, and in fact the French have used it in the past in crimes. They put out something that looks very much like this and ask for public help in finding them. A lot of law enforcement agencies do this. The U.S. Has done it. The FBI has done it in the past. And so you can see that the pictures look pretty much like the ones that you're seeing here. And these two brothers, who are the authorities that earlier said tonight were living in Paris, not far from where this newspaper office was located.
NBC News Justice correspondent Pete Williams. Thanks, Pete. As this continues to evolve, I imagine we'll be calling you for further help with this. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Thank you.